Pain doesn't always come all at once. Sometimes it comes in waves. And just when you think you've caught your breath, another wave hits. After the shift in our relationship began, I held on to my pregnancy like hope. Like something steady. In the middle of everything that felt uncertain. But life had a different plan. We made the decision to travel, so our child could have opportunities we didn't have. It felt like we were doing something right. Something intentional for our future. At 32 weeks, just days before leaving, I was told my baby had a low birth weight. I worried, but I still held on to hope. When I arrived, I had to quarantine. 2 weeks alone with my thoughts. My body changing. My emotions already fragile. And something didn't feel right. By the time I saw the doctor, everything changed. My blood pressure was high. And there was no heartbeat. Just like that, everything stopped. I was admitted to the hospital. But there was nothing to save. At 34 weeks, I lost my baby girl. A child that was already loved. A child that was already part of my life. Gone. There's a silence that comes with that kind of loss. That is hard to explain. It's not just sadness. It's emptiness. It's waking up and remembering all over again that what you carried, what you hoped for, is no longer there. And somehow, life didn't pause to let me process it. 2 weeks later, I lost my job. Just like that. 10 years. Gone. It felt like everything around me was being stripped away, one piece at a time. And I started to ask the question that many people are afraid to say out loud. Is this punishment? I didn't say it to anyone, but I thought it. Over and over again. I replayed my past in my mind. The choices I made. The situation I became a part of. The things I once knew were wrong. And I started to connect my pain to my past, as if I was now paying for it. Months passed. Time moved. Even when I didn't feel ready for it to. And then, I got pregnant again. I wanted to believe this was a second chance. That maybe God had heard me. That maybe things were turning around. But that hope didn't last. It was an ectopic pregnancy. And this time, I didn't just lose the baby. I lost a part of myself. My right fallopian tube. A piece of my womb. Another loss. Another reminder. And at that point, I stopped asking questions. I started accepting something. That broke me quietly. Maybe this just isn't for me. Maybe I'm not meant to have this. Maybe this is my consequence. I carried that belief deep inside. even as life around me tried to keep moving forward. I didn't always show how much I was hurting. I didn't always express how heavy it felt. Because when I did, I was made to feel like I should be moving on faster than I was ready to. So I learned to carry it silently. To smile when I needed to. To function when I had to. But inside, I was grieving. Not just my children, but the version of my life I thought I would have. And in the middle of that grief, I found myself slowly returning to the faith I once walked away from. God. Not perfectly, not confidently, but desperately. I started praying again. Not long, polished prayers, but honest ones. The kind that comes from confusion, from pain, from not understanding why. I read my Bible, all of it, looking for answers, looking for peace, looking for something to hold on to. That didn't feel like it was slipping away. I asked for forgiveness for the things I had done, for the guilt I still carried, for the life I felt like I had broken. And even though I didn't have all the answers, I kept reaching. Because at that point, it was the only thing that gave me even a small sense of hope.